If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. We're here now. Oh, we are in this thing. We are only getting started. Literally, we have not done any workshops, any Blaze talk yet, as you haven't even heard. The DJs are going to be spinning every single day at the summit. You haven't even met the booth vendors who are literally showing up for you, not just waving links to buy from them, but they want to break bread. They want to share stories. They want you to understand their journeys, right? They want to understand who they do it for and why they do it. I am deeply grateful for everybody that is in here today. I am the founder of Blaze Group LLC, where Blaze means building leaders and accepting zero excuses as Black women. We have continuously been a small little statistic, little disclaimer, little footnote in the bottom of research papers, okay? In the bottom of studies, in the bottom of all of the things that matter, never contextualizing our experiences, never explaining why it is that we are creating 42% of businesses created by all women in the United States every single day. Nobody's asked the question why. Nobody asked the question, what are we running from? Right? Nobody's asked the question, how in the world do we sustain ourselves when we receive 0.64% of all venture capital funds every year and the number goes down? Okay? Nobody's ever asked us, right? And so we are building leaders and accepting zero excuses because it's beyond time. It's time for us to tell our own stories in our own words, in the ways that make sense for us. I spent a decade in corporate America, literally structuring multi-billion-dollar deals for large tech companies, literally for Airbnb. I talked to the CEO, literally for Pinterest, literally for Apple, okay, and Dell and Microsoft. And as dope as that was, I never, ever, ever structured a loan for a Black person. Not one time. Okay? Nor did I ever work on a deal team with another Black person. Definitely not another Black woman. And so what it showed me was that this knowledge wasn't making it to the streets. How could it? How could it? Y'all aren't giving us the money, nor are we learning it on the inside. It was just me all of that time. And so I left corporate America in the thick of the pandemic in 2020. Literally, Blaze is 2 years old this month. Okay. And we have over 7,000 members of the community right now. Right now, Black women. Right now, right? I left to bring the knowledge to the streets because I said, I'm done trying to change y'all's mind. As a matter of fact, I don't even care if you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care if you care about me because we've always been twice as good and 10 times as good. Always. And so I knew that if I could teach Black women the game, like the game for real, we can get free and stay free. I'm talking about never, ever, 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 ever again being bound because we understand the game. And anybody that's been a part of this community, anybody that has showed up for Founder Series, anybody that have shown up for the Blaze Business Intensive, anybody that has shown up to anything we've ever done, you know, it's the cold game. I'm talking about we cold. That's why the Webby Award said, oh yeah, y'all the best in business and finance. Oh, it's cold. But respectability politics don't live here. Code switching doesn't live here because it does not matter. Entrepreneur, you are an entrepreneur when you're a DJ. You're an entrepreneur when you're a poet. You're an entrepreneur when you are an artisan. I could go on and 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 on. And if we can teach y'all the game, you can get free and stay free. And so that is what this is. Okay. For those who are new to this space, welcome to the land of plenty. Welcome home, sis. I told them earlier, I'm going to tell you again. Come on the inside of this door. Take your shoes off. If there are holes in your socks, it is okay. You are safe here, baby. Okay. You are at the cookout. Okay. And we do this, just so you know, twice a year. Every 6 months, we hold a 5-day free Blaze virtual summit, always in the winter and always in the summer. And the replays are always available for 3 months. No gatekeeping over here. Okay? Why? A lot of y'all can finish this sentence for me. But for me, because I'm healing from my own trauma, for me, it's about not having to wait a whole year for master to tell me that I can come together and see the other 3 folk in the big old company that look like me. Nah, nah. This is in literal defiance to that. But additionally, okay, it is because we need this. Quite literally, we need this. If you are doing it all, you're doing it wrong. 1 + 1 is not 2. It never was. 1 + 1 is 11, baby. 11. And so imagine what's going to happen when you meet your new biz bestie this week. And then you leave the week with 25 more. If 1 + 1 is 11, oh, honey, 25 is a multitude. Okay? So that's what this is. In the wintertime, it is always about decompressing after a long year of striving. Why? Because we're tired, boss. We've given so much. We made concessions on the boundaries that we set at the top of the year. We went back on things that we said we were no longer going to do because we're a good person and we love our community and we love our family and we love our friends. So much so that we kill ourselves quite literally to save everybody else. And so instead of, now we cold, we know the game now. I'm telling you, right with us now. We know the game, and you gonna know the game too. But instead of pushing you to talk about your 6-figure year or the lack thereof, instead of pushing you to say you need to perfect your weaknesses because that is the only way you survive in business, it's not, right? We are intentionally yelling out very, very loudly, okay, that you don't need to set another goal this year, sis. You need rest, Pooh. You need a nap, babe. You need a good cry. You need some time off. You need some hugs and some love, okay? So the wintertime is always that, as we celebrate the 2-year anniversary of Blaze Group LLC being in existence. The theme is no longer my burden. And so for 5 days, you have 30 different businesses who are pouring out to you every day, all day. And then in the evening time, write this down so you don't forget it, because I mean this now. In the evening time, you have 30 more businesses on top of the ones that are going to be on the stage, 30 more businesses who are opening up their virtual booths to allow you to come in and sit down and to commune with them, right? To learn about their offerings, because you need toilet paper anyway. You might as well talk to sis. You need a candle anyway. You might as well talk to Cub, right? That is what we do every single winter, okay? So during the day, you will have talks and workshops and DJ sets and journal and wind down sessions and so much more. And then in the summertime, I want y'all to remember this because we're not going anywhere. In the summertime, we have a Blaze Virtual Summit Summer Edition. And that is when we pull out the notebooks, honey, we get edges snatched and we heavily learn about technical acumen that we need, okay, to lead the way. Okay, so in summer of 2022, it was fast forward to the future, and we learned all about Web3. And there were a whole bunch of, I talk about thousands of women in here learning about Web3 to the point where they understood it in their bones, right? Because so many times we are looking at trends after the fact and saying, man, how did I get to speak like Black women in their captions on social media, but they don't hire us? We said, man, how do they use their lingo? But when we use it, we're about to lose a job because we're not seen as professional enough. Okay. And in summertime, we want you to rest in the winter. Okay. But in the summertime, we intentionally show up and bring a gang of people who are going to teach you technical acumen so that we can lead the way. Okay. This is no coincidence that we got best in business and finance from the Webbies for my first summit, because when I came in, I already knew, like, we already 10 times as good, cuz we just got to lead the way with it, right? And my goal is to make sure that we build leaders and accept zero excuses. All right, so that's a lot about Blaze, okay? But I want you to know where you are, and I want you to know that we are here to hold your hand. I mean that, no cap, okay? This is community. This is family, okay? And so what you are about to experience, okay, will be in overflow all week. And so welcome home. And I want to tell you a little bit about your house right now, okay? Because this is literally your house. This portal that you are inside of right now, pause. Hey, y'all who are watching us from outside of the cookout. We are streaming live on YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook and all the places right now. Your best bet is to come inside. Your best bet is to come inside because the chat is lit and you cannot see that. But no gatekeeping here, okay? So you can keep on watching. We will continue to stream. I will tell everybody that we are syndicating this right now to about 33 different locations. Yeah, that way. If Auntie Oprah taught us anything, it is the power of syndication. And so right now, literally, across 33 different platforms, people can hear the sound of my voice, right? No gatekeeping. We will lead the way, okay? Black women are all the things. And I've never done this before, and I won't repeat this again, and if you want to join the syndicate, right? If you want to join the syndication right now, anybody that's listening, no gatekeeping, right? I won't repeat this again though. Just because I want y'all to just absorb. But if you want to join the syndication where you're signing up your channel to be able to broadcast this as well, okay? There's no catch. It is free, literally no catch. But if you want to join the syndication as well, you can definitely go to blazebroadcast.com and sign up whatever channel you want. Why would I do that, Casey? It is because, and it's only if you want to, it is because you will allow your audience to absorb all of this content over the next 5 days. Nothing else we do will play on your platform, but it will allow your audience to absorb all of the content over the next 5 days. Why? Because there is no scarcity. Scarcity does not exist, right? Like, we need Black folk, Black women specifically, to understand how to get free and stay free so that we live in a land of plenty. If we can drive down the street and see 15 different banks and we don't bat an eye. We see the Wachovia, we see the Bank of America, we see the Wells Fargo, we see the Chase Bank. I could literally go on, and nobody thinks twice about that at all. Same thing for the pharmacies. But for some reason, somebody has told us again and again and again, we have to be the only business coach and the only good nail tech. That is ridiculous. No, it was a lie. It's a lie. We need to be living in the land of plenty so that we have options at our fingertips again and again and again and again and again. What's up, Neff? I'm in the vein now, sis. So if you want to stream this to your audience, just sign up at blazebroadcast.com and legit, you'll be part of the syndicate. We syndicate every single summit. And it's always over 30 different channels that we stream to because our people need to know this knowledge. And there's so much room for all of us. I'm talking about plenty, because one day, because of what you and I are doing today, one day we're going to look down the street and literally see 50 options for anything that we could possibly need in our own community. Black Wall Street will exist again, right? It's because of the decisions we're making today. All right, so back to what I was about to say, which is you are in your house. I want to tell you how this platform works, okay? Just because I want you to have the time of your life in here. Okay? So number one, if you are feeling what you are seeing on the stage, there are going to be so many sessions for you to absorb, okay? You can hit that emoji icon at the bottom of your screen and literally give reactions. It is powerful because obviously you're emoting what you're feeling, but the speakers can see it as well, right? So like, push all of that energy, man. That's why y'all need to be inside of the cookout. Come on in, blazevirtualsummit.com. It's free. But use that, okay? Number two, there are two different chats, okay? There are two different chats. One chat will always be inside of a session, okay? And that can only be seen by the folk inside of the session. And y'all, I'm talking about there are gifts all over the chat right now. I see, what's this man's name? Shannon Sharp. I think that's his name. Somebody just put his gift in there. Their comments, obviously, you can reply to people. You see photos of the different people who are commenting. You can actually click on their profile picture and do a lot of things. You can definitely update y'all's profiles so y'all get some business besties, but you can actually send them a direct message inside of this platform. I'm talking about, this is a house, y'all. Inside of this platform, you can send them a DM message. You can also schedule one-on-one meetings with them inside of this platform. Like, you literally can choose a day and a time, sis. You can literally like when the meeting happens, you'll get an alert inside of this platform, and y'all will be video chatting inside of this platform. No cap, I'm so serious. Okay. There is a second feed though that is at the very top of your screen on the right side, which you can use from anywhere inside of the platform. So let's say you're in the reception area. There's a reception area that's pretty vibrant. It has a couple of videos out there. The same feed can be seen out there. Let's say you're in the lounge area. The lounge area is amazing. You have to leave a speaker session to be in the lounge. There are tables for you to literally pull up and talk to folk. If you having a good side conversation with somebody, say, meet me at table number 9 right now. And y'all can literally chit chat out there. And the feed chat can be seen from anywhere. So you can literally drop in the feed, hey, y'all, meet me at 9 p.m. at table number 3, right? Whatever. Which brings me to my next point, because this is your house, okay? This space will not close. Because we live in the land of plenty, right? And I know you've had a whole lot of things that happen across the 51 weeks of the year, but this is the 1 week of the year where there is consistent safe space, okay? This summit will not close until it's all said and done at the end of the 5 days. And so if you come in here at 3 a.m., the platform will be here, the tables will work, the booths will be open, the replays are there. I could go on and on and on. I mean that, okay? So take up space. If y'all say I got to put the babies down, but who want to come in here at 10:30 p.m. Eastern and have a chit chat at table number 3, do that. This is your house, okay? Now, the speaker sessions are about to start literally in the half hour. We are starting with the first one, and it's a ride all the way through. There will be Q&As after every single one of the speaker sessions every single day, okay? And inside of the session chat, to the right side of your screen, you see 2 bubbles that say QA, right? If you click that, you can submit your questions, okay? And so do that because the speakers are gonna be answering your questions. And you all can actually vote for people's questions. If you think something's a really good question, you can upvote it so that you make sure I get to it first before we run out of time for each session. But just know you can utilize that, okay? Now on to some fun stuff. Yeah, Yvonne said yes, 24/7 team night out. Like seriously, like this is y'all's space, okay? And this is not, there is no bot in here. There are no algorithms in here. Like the chat is ours. The tables are ours, honey. The booths are ours. So take up space. Alba said this is nurturing. I am vibrating and the law of attraction is active. Ashe. Largely because you're here, Alba. So now, y'all, there is a leaderboard. Why is there a leaderboard at the top right of your screen? There is a leaderboard because every single summit, we award 15 winners prizes. Every single summit. We don't have a number 1 spot. We don't have number 3. We always do 15. That's just the way we do it around here. And guess what? Every winner gets the gift, right? It's not, we don't have a hierarchy in that thing. We deserve to live in the land of plenty, okay? So there's a leaderboard, and I'm going to tell you how you rack up points, okay? All fair game, except for the people who got the tea about an hour ago during the registration session. So this is the way you rack up points, okay? And I promise, I will not announce the winners until the end of day 5, okay? So you have time, okay? And the underdog does amazing things every summit, okay? So, don't worry if you're not high right now. All right, so the way that you rack up points on the leaderboard is by being active. And everything you do gets points. So, Tatiana says, so blessed to be in this space. I'm so happy you're here. What? Okay, so the way you get points is by being active. Number 1, when you chat during sessions, you get points for that. Okay. When you put reactions under the screen with hearts or claps or confetti, you get points for that. When you go into the lounge and you sit at a table and talk to somebody, you get points for that. When you go inside of booths, literally, when you enter booths, you get points for that. Okay. When you set up one-on-one meetings with your good sis who you met in the chat during the session and she was amazing, you get points for that. That is how you accumulate points over the next 5 days. And why? The reason that is what accrues points versus things like, oh, who said the most articulate thing on the stage? We don't care about that. It is because the way you move in here, I promise you, the way you move in here will influence the way you start moving out there. And that is how partnerships are created. That is how money is attracted. That is how big business deals are made. That is how you establish boundaries with the people in your lives, right? And so we intentionally create safe space in here for you to take up space. I mean, all of the space for you to shoot your shot, for you to slide into the DMs. So that when you move out there, you're like, that shit actually worked out. Let me keep that same energy, okay? So take up space, and you're going to be getting points for that. I am going to tell you all what the leaderboard is looking like right now. You have 5 days. Okay, Miss Tiffany Brown has 4,305 points. She is far in the lead. Wait, I didn't mean to say it like that, y'all. I'm so proud of everybody, okay? And there's time for everybody. Number 2 is Anika Jones. What up, Anika? Number 3 is Lenore Rivers. Number 4 is my girl Kayla Life. And number 5, what up, Vicky? Number 5 is Victoria Campbell Osborne. Okay. But again, no winners are announced until the end of the summit. And if you want to understand better how to earn points, when you create your profile, you get points too, FYI. Okay. But if you want to know how to earn points, just hit the leaderboard to the top right. This is housekeeping. Okay. These are my church announcements. Just hit the leaderboard and you'll see a rankings tab. To the right of that, you'll see an earn points tab. Okay. So when you hit the earn points, you'll literally see the points you can get and how much. I could have hit those rules. I want us to win. Okay. So literally, you'll literally be able to see what actions get you how many points. Okay. And it's all fair. Okay. But that's that. Now, what is the prize? Yeah, Lisa, we're doing the church announcements, sis. Okay. Now, the prize is, the prize is something that's very, 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 very special. Okay. Blaze turns 2 this month. We turned 2 this month. Very, very special. I could not be more elated because you all are the manifestation of my wildest dreams. Today, we hit 7,000 Black women in the community. 7,000, right? And we started this 2 years ago, right? And so we are commemorating this in a very special way. Okay? Blaze has never minted NFTs before. And NFTs, if you don't know about it, come to day 4, make sure you learn more and more about it. But NFTs are this new form of ownership, right? And please understand that it is huge, just as huge as the internet is. Like, I'm talking about the people that slept on the internet and didn't have a website or didn't show up on Google, or didn't have social media presence when the pandemic hit. Like, they understand why digital is very big. And I promise y'all, Facebook changed their name to Meta for a reason. Web3 is life-changing, right? And we teach a lot about Web3. But anyway, we are minting our very first, and we're gonna do a lot of these mints. A lot of them. Minting means like when somebody mints a penny, or somebody mints a nickel, or somebody mints a quarter. It is you're creating it, and it has a serial number, and it is one of a kind, and it is there's value there, right? We are minting our very first NFTs and gifting them to the winners of this summit on the leaderboard. We're gonna mint many after this, but those who win intentionally, because this means everything to us. I mean it like this. You being here, you sharing space, you being vulnerable, it means everything to me. You are the manifestation of my wildest dreams. And the 15 winners of this particular summit will have, it'll be your own unique serial numbers, okay? The first minted NFTs from Blaze. The first. No strings attached. And Blaze will live beyond me. I said this earlier, and I mean this. Much like Nike or anything else, Blaze will live beyond me, and you can do whatever you want to with those NFTs. There will be one of a kind. If you want to sell them in 5 years and make you thousands of dollars, or maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? You can. It is yours. If you want to pay, whatever you want to do with it, it is yours. Okay. Now that's not necessarily true. That is not true for all other mints hereafter, right? But you all will be founding holders of Blaze NFTs. Okay, so it's very, very special. It's a very huge memento. Okay, it is one of a kind, and it is yours, right? We won't collect any royalties on anything you do with it. It is yours. So that is what is happening for those winners. And it does not matter if you don't know anything about Web3 today. That's why we're here. I'm literally going to personally teach you how to create your own wallet, how to hold this, how to use all of this stuff, right? So we got you on that. But get them points because it's real ownership. It is real value. It is much like art. Literally, when people hold art and one day it is worth whatever, and somebody's like, I want that, you all will literally have the first ever minted Blaze NFTs. Okay. The 15. Okay. 15. All right. So let me make sure I told y'all all about this house. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So very big. Last thing. Before we dive into the run of show. And baby, we about to be poured into, okay? Every single day, when the clock strikes 5 o'clock Eastern, the booths, the business booths in the Buy Black market will open up and founders will be there ready to have a good time with you. They have tables for you to go in and post up and chill and talk and share stories and learn more about their journeys. They have giveaways, they have broadcasts, they have demonstrations, okay? Every single day at 5 o'clock. And so while we have in the past, we've definitely held a lot of networking activities. We've done VR stuff, literally putting on headsets and going into the metaverse and like playing cornhole with each other. We've done metaverse stuff in Spatial, where we literally show up in an auditorium. Everybody has their avatars and they talk. We've done inside of here speed networking, where every 5 minutes it changes to a new person and you meet new people. We've done Spatial. We've called it our fluid space, where literally you have a circle on the screen and you can move yourself around to different clusters. And the closer you are, the more you hear them. The farther away, you can't hear them anymore. We do all the things. This time, we spinning the block with our own founders, because the dollar lasts in the Black community for 6 hours today. People get their paycheck and their dollars last in our community for 6 hours today. Feel the gravity of that. 6 hours today. Why? Because we don't live in the land of plenty, huh? Because literally people think they got to be the only, but nah, that's not the case, right? So you need candles anyway. You need toilet paper anyway, child. You need earrings anyway. So we might as well get it from our sisters, right? From our artisans. And so instead of us holding networking events this time, you can go in the lounge, you can kick back and cool out. For those who from the West Coast and know what I'm about to say, you can big back and be booling, okay? But you can kick back and enjoy and fellowship with your sisters, and you can go in the booths, right? They're going to be live. They're going to do a lot of stuff at the 5 every single day until enjoy them, have fun. One of the booth owners are actually going to 6 hours. I don't know where I said 6. What was 6 hours? Anyway, every single vendor is going to do some things, and one lady even said she's going to do midnight like events inside of her booth, which is super, super dope. So enjoy it, have fun. I've explained how you accumulate points. I'm going to leave the stage now so we can actually be loved on by Brittany Raji Alberti, who is going to be presenting Crocodile versus Crowd. Crocodile versus Crowd. I'll see y'all on the other side.